Marcus Aurelius once wrote, upon waking in the morning, think about how precious the privilege of being alive, of breathing, of thinking, of seizing and loving in this light is. How can we cultivate mornings aligned with this historical appreciation for life? Today we present a morning routine rooted in historical wisdom to set the tone for a peaceful and purposeful day. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you liked the video to help me continue spreading historical philosophy. If you're not subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe my channel Powerful Quote Stoicism and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Number 1. Reflect on the transient nature of life. One of the fundamental pillars of historical philosophy is a deep understanding and acknowledgement of the impermanent nature of all things. Every morning before the world begins with its cacophony, set aside a moment to immerse yourself in this truth. Find a quiet corner where you can sit undisturbed. Ensure your posture is relaxed yet upright, a physical reflection of the balance you seek between calm and alertness. Close your eyes and visualize the vastness of the universe. Imagine stars being born and dying, galaxies spinning in the dance of time. In this cosmic ballet, envision Earth as a tiny dot within this point. Think about the rise and fall of civilizations, the mountains that have stood tall and the rivers that have carved paths. Now focus more and think about your own life, a simple blink of an eye in the grand scheme of things. This visualization is not meant to diminish our importance, but to understand the preciousness and brevity of our existence. Understanding the transient nature of life serves as a poignant reminder. First and foremost, it emphasizes the value of each day. When we truly grasp how fleeting our time is, we tend to prioritize what truly matters over distractions and trivial conflicts. Waking up with this mindset prepares you to face the day with a deeper sense of purpose. Essentially, this morning ritual is not about confronting mortality with fear, but about embracing the present with love, reverence, and action. As Cicero Wesley said, life is long if you know how to use it. Thus, by anchoring our mornings in this practice, we remind ourselves to live each day fully with meaning and grace. Number 2. Record your thoughts. The act of writing in a diary, deeply rooted in historical practice, is not just about recording events, but about an intimate conversation with yourself. It's an act of introspection, grounding, and sometimes the very act of translating thoughts into words on paper can be profoundly transformative. Begin by choosing a diary that resonates with you. It can be a simple notebook, an ornate journal, or a digital document. This is your sacred space, free from judgments and external expectations. It's where your unfiltered thoughts come to the surface. As you start each morning, write down the initial thoughts that come to you. They may be remnants of dreams, lingering feelings from the previous day, or anticipations about the day ahead. This initial pouring helps clear mental clutter, much like sweeping fallen leaves from a patio. Then shift your focus to gratitude. In the grand tapestry of life, it's easy to get caught up in what we lack or what we desire, but Stoicism teaches us the value of appreciation for the present. List 3 things for which you are genuinely grateful, whether it's the warmth of your blanket, the smile of a loved one, or the simple privilege of waking up to a new day. Beyond gratitude, delve into self-reflection. Ponder a historical principle or contemplate a personal challenge. Ask yourself questions like, am I living in alignment with my values? Where did I act on impulse instead of reason yesterday? How can I be better today? This is not an exercise in self-criticism, but rather self-awareness and growth. Finally, set an intention for the day through your diary. Write a simple affirmation or commitment based on historical virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. This serves as your moral guide directing your actions and decisions throughout the day. Remember that your diary is a mirror, reflecting your inner world. It's a tool, a friend, a mentor. Marco Aurelius's Meditations, one of the historical texts, began as his personal diary. It was his way of remembering historical principles, understanding his actions and navigating life's complexities. Number 3, set daily intentions, not goals. While both goals and intentions guide our path, they do so in fundamentally different ways. Goals inherently focus on the future, concentrating on outcomes, achievements, and results. They provide a destination. Intentions, on the other hand, illuminate the journey, anchoring us in the present moment, deeply rooted in our values and the person we aspire to be. Historical practice at its core emphasizes the distinction between what we can control and what we cannot. Goals often tied to external outcomes that may sometimes be beyond our control. Despite our best efforts, unforeseen obstacles can arise. Intentions, however, firmly reside within our domain. They are daily affirmations of our personal values, a conscious choice of how we wish to navigate the world regardless of external circumstances. As you begin your morning, after clearing your mind through journaling, reflect on the kind of day you wish to experience. Instead of focusing on tasks to be accomplished, ask yourself, who do I intend to be today? Do I intend to be patient, embracing each moment as it is, without rushing through it? Do I intend to be compassionate both with myself and others, understanding that each person is fighting their own battles? Or perhaps do I intend to be courageous, facing challenges head on, stepping out of my comfort zone? Write down these intentions. They may take the form of statements such as, today I will listen more than I speak, or I will approach conflicts with up and invigorate your senses. This act not only promotes physical alertness but serves as a metaphorical baptism, washing away inertia and reminding you of your capacity to endure and thrive. Alternatively, choose to skip that first cup of coffee, reminding yourself that your will and motivation come from within, not external stimuli. You can also consider more reflective practices like setting aside 10 minutes to meditate on a past challenge, acknowledging the strength you demonstrated and the growth that emerged from it, or opting to walk or bike to work instead of driving, allowing yourself to be present in the environment and embracing physical effort as a testament to your body's capabilities. The purpose here is twofold. First, these daily acts of discomfort serve as training for the mind and spirit. Much like an athlete trains the body by regularly stepping out of our comfort zones, in small ways we prepare ourselves for the larger unforeseen challenges of life. Second, they provide perspective by occasionally relinquishing certain comforts. We learn to appreciate them more when we have them and understand that they are not the foundations of our happiness or contentment. By embracing discomfort, you're not punishing yourself, you're empowering yourself. You're accessing a deeper reservoir of strength, shedding unnecessary dependencies, and embracing a sense of historical freedom that comes from recognizing the true satisfaction is independent of external conditions. Number 5, practice mindfulness and meditation. While Stoicism and mindfulness have their distinct roots, they allude to the importance of our perceptions and the power of the present moment. Begin your morning with a dedicated space for mindfulness or meditation. This doesn't necessarily mean sitting in a lotus position or chanting mantras, unless that resonate is with you. It's about entering yourself in the here and now. Find the create place and adopt a comfortable posture. Close your eyes and direct your attention inward. Start by simply observing your breath, feeling the rise and fall. Allow your thoughts and emotions to come and go, visualizing them as leaves floating down a stream or clouds moving across the sky. The key here is detachment. You're the observer, not the participant. This practice aligns perfectly with the historical focus on distinguishing between events and our judgments about them. Dedicate the final moments of your meditation to reflect on a historical teaching or quote. For example, you can contemplate Amor Fati, or the love of fate. In essence, Amor Fati calls us to embrace every moment, every event, every challenge, and every victory as a gift, as the very substance of life. It's an invitation to not just accept but embrace the circumstances life presents, whether joy or suffering, success or failure. Beginning your day with the practice of Amor Fati is an act of profound acceptance and gratitude in your first moments of consciousness. It's not an escape from reality, but a warm embrace of reality regardless of how it manifests. Amor Fati is a reminder that the present is a gift and every moment is an opportunity for growth, learning, and connection. It's a deep practice that challenges the twists of fate. Ultimately, Amor Fati is a brilliant beacon of historical tranquility, guiding you to a life of acceptance, gratitude, and unconditional love for the present. By embracing this practice, you cultivate mornings rooted in a deep and radiant love for life, guiding you toward a day of authenticity, purpose, and virtue. I hope you've enjoyed this text, and I would like to express my gratitude for you joining us. Our journey through historical morning practices offers transformations that can enrich your mornings, guide your days, and ultimately transform your life. Remember that each new dawn is an opportunity to embrace life with gratitude, courage, and love. Until next time.